I decided to make my DA based on something I was initially quite interested in. It was brainstormed upon the concept that it is something I've always wanted to learn and hopefully achieve well. I believe by creating a platform where beginners can follow and learn basic methods of sign is an important skill for our future. I decided to use two platforms to sustain my DA, these being YouTube and Instagram. I began my DA on the basis that I would be uploading quite regularly to maintain my platform, YouTube. However, this hasn't been achieved. I found it quite difficult to keep on top of everything with everything else I'm currently juggling. I feel like that is something I should have been aware of before jumping into this concept. Furthermore, with my little to no knowledge of YouTube videos and how to use video editing platforms well, it has left me to instead push this prototype out of the way and unfortunately come to a halt. What I have managed so far to create is an episode demonstrating how I learned the Auslan alphabet. I've also tried to stay consistent on my Instagram platform, which is where I post about updates, what's to come, photos I've learned, and did you knows. My main intention with Instagram was to create a bridge to ultimately guide my audience onto my YouTube channel. To make sure my Instagram page and future posts were organised and consistent, I created a sketch paper prototype of my ideal layout of my profile. After achieving these first few things to get my DA started, I was quite pleased with the amount of followers I gained so abruptly. Even though a great number of them are BCM students, it still gave me an idea on specific demographics my work was going to be produced for. My first YouTube video did, however, receive quite a fair bit of positive feedback, which was rewarding. Most of this feedback from this video, however, was based on the meaning behind my chosen DA and how its intentions are really quite beneficial. I didn't gain much insight into the way if I structured it was effective or dull. Did it actually allow people to follow and learn? Based on the tricky situation I found myself in regarding if I stick to my original format of uploading YouTube videos or change this concept to something more primarily like an Instagram page with photos, facts, and simple short videos, it has led me to toss up if maybe this would be a more effective and easier way to stay consistent. To address this problem, I decided what better way than to actually reach for my feedback myself that I evidently wasn't getting automatically. This has recently led me to creating a few polls on my Instagram story to try and get more of a constructive feedback that might point me in a better direction. Testing my feedback on my Instagram story has allowed me to see that it was only about half of my users who watched my polls actually responded out of interest of what they would prefer as best. Although this wasn't what I wanted and it didn't really let me grasp a true majority, it did however spark a new motivation behind my DA that will hopefully be more successful. With a response of 100% from the voters that acknowledged and voted, they showed results that they would prefer me to focus on creating more Instagram videos instead of YouTube. I am really pleased with this response as it was something I have felt more obliged to do as I find a whole lot of my motivation and dedication has been purely upon my Instagram profile and making it a priority. I have experience with Instagram and I think my confidence in this will allow my DA to really blossom. So based on this reflection from the feedback I have received, I decided to iterate my DA to making my central platform Instagram instead of YouTube. After a few of these improvements are incorporated, it is to be hoped that my DA will change into something that not only grabs the attention of my audience in a more positive way, but strengthens my enthusiasm and determination while learning Auslan Sign Language.